The courtroom smells like varnish and fear when her lawyer stands up and abandons her. One sentence politsurgical. The clock says she has 1 hour. The billionaire's lawyer smiles like a man already counting interest. I'm mopping the aisle when she looks back, not at him, at me. I set the mop beside me, hands are steady. I will defend her, I say. Laughter ripples her. X laughs the loudest, sharp, practiced. His lawyer smirks. The judge blinks. You're a janitor? Yes, I say, and I'll defend her. I don't look at him when I speak. Look at the clock. Timing matters. I met her before the money, before the glass towers and the philanthropy galas that bought absolution. He met her when he was a man who borrowed my pen and forgot to return it. We were young. We believed effort was a virtue and loyalty was a currency that never devalued. I loved her quietly. She loved him loudly. I was the friend who fixed things. She was the man who broke them and called it ambition. When the company took off, he took off with it. The rings got bigger, the silences longer, the apologies. Transactionally learned how to leave rooms while still being applauded. She learned how to fold herself smaller. I noticed the changes the way you notice a leak by listening calls taken outside, emails archived instead of deleted, a calendar that suddenly needed password. C didn't accuse. I Clinity listened. The proof arrived like a receipt, timestamp, damning. I felt the hit in my chest and let it pass. Panic is a luxury. I didn't have it. Control came next. I didn't react. Prepared. I reread statutes while stripping floors at night. Memorized deposition rhythms while emptying trash cans. Watched judges the way gamblers watch hands, who tolerated silence, who punished bluster, who respected precision. I had been a lawyer once, a long time ago, before my wife got sick, before the bills ate the career. Let my license sleep. Not DI took the janitor job because the courthouse is a library that whispers back if you know how to listen. He never looked at Billionaire'S. Don't see floors. I built the case the way you build a lock, tumblers aligned. No for-shell companies braided into marital asset, charitable trusts used as laundromats, prenup amended under duress, texts written to sound kind but land cruel. I waited. The day his lawyer abandoned her wasn't an accident. Money buys exits, pressure buys ethics. The withdrawal was cleansed, calculated, thought the hour would crush her. I stepped forward because I had already done the walking. The judge asked for credentials. I handed over a card I'd kept pressed flat in my wallet for 2 decades. She studied me. He studied the clock. Limited appearance. The judge said you get 1 hour. 1 is enough, I said. I didn't grandstand. Ankredi asked for records already subpoenaed, but never introduced it. Let the billionaire's lawyer object himself into Nazi. Ask questions that sounded small and landed heavy. Who drafted the trust amendment? Who witnessed the signature? Who benefits if the valuation shifts after separation? Silence. Paper rustling. A throat cleared. I watched the smile thin. When I introduced the messages, I didn't dramatize. He let the timestamp speak when I traced the money. I didn't accuse. He followed it home when I brought up the prenup. I didn't argue fairness, argued coercion. Judges understand coercion. Her ex leaned back. He always leaned back when he thought he'd won. I leaned in. Sir, I said, did you instruct your assistant to book a wellness retreat the same week you amended the trust? He laughed a bit, then stopped. The room shifted. The judge's pen paused. Pens tell the truth before mouths do. The confrontation wasn't loud, it was intimate. I showed him the memo he forgot to burn, showed him the email he sent from the wrong account, he showed him the donation receipt that doubled as a ledger. He didn't look at Harry, looked at me. Who are you? He whispered. I smiled for the first time. A man who cleans up. The ruling didn't fall like thunder. It landed like weight. Asset freeze. A sanction saw continuance that felt like a sentence. The smirk evaporated. The laughter never came back. When it was over, she sat very still. Relief looks like stillness when you've been bracing for years. Outside, the hallway smelled like wax again, ordinary honest. "You didn't have to," she said. "I know," I said. "That's why it worked." I don't regret the years with a mop floors. Remember everything, so do I. Justice isn't loud, it's precise. Doesn't rush it, waits until the hour is right. I signed the limited appearance and returned the key, took my cart and pushed it down the hall, past offices where men still don't see floors. He'll recover men like him always do, but he will remember the day a janitor stood up and took his certainty apart with a clock and a stack of paper. As for me, I went back to work. The courthouse gleamed, and for the first time in a long while, so did she.